Okay, so welcome back. And this weekend marks 1 year since the Women's March. And you probably remember hundreds of thousands of people filling the streets of Seattle and all over the United States taking part. MJ was one of them.
I was. And the weather held up last year, hopefully this year too. And this year's march is tomorrow, but Sunday is a special day too. It's called Women's Act on Seattle, and it's a day filled with hundreds of programs to help women struggling in our local communities. This morning, I'm joined by Charmaine Sly and Palmira Figueroa. Did I say that right? Yeah. Okay, good. With more on this very special weekend. Good morning to you both, and thank you for being here today.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
So this is exciting stuff. Tell us about what's happening. Let's begin with tomorrow and the Women's March.
Well, we expect that there's going to be lots of people to bring in their passion to the streets, letting everyone know how they're feeling. Because really, when we look at where we were last year and where we are this year, not much difference, except that people are getting more involved. And so I think that tomorrow is going to be an exciting beginning going towards the anniversary, which is actually on the 21st.
So what is Women Act on Seattle, the Sunday event?
It is a three-part day. We decided to do an action day where women go to their own communities and do something about it. So we're going to have actions. We're going to have a full day of voting registration all over the city, a mass effort to register voters. And we're also having donations with Food Lifeline, and other organizations that were encouraging people to bring donations. And the actions are all over the city.
You know, a year ago, it was quite a movement, and it was hard to miss in cities all over the United States and really all over the world. So why did you decide to this year organize a second day, a day of service?
We learned lots from last year's event. We had over 200 nonprofit organizations that participated. We stepped into it last year to really support those communities because we knew that with the current administration, maybe there was no chance that they were going to stay alive through another year. So we wanted to start building firewalls. We had a massive movement of all these people coming to march. So why not get them involved? You know, get involved in your community. So we decided that this year, in listening to those nonprofits, which we stayed connection with all year long, we had a event called Convergence, where we took the smaller organizations that we wanted to not fail because no government support. We had that, and now we reached back out to those communities and said, what can we do? I think it's really important to keep asking, what can you do? What is it that you can do? So we reached out to them and realized we really needed to continue to support them and bring people to them. In order to everyone should volunteer, right? At action, taking action. So in order to bring them to that, we also realized that education needed to happen to be a good ally. You know, so one of the activities we have at one of our hubs is Men in Allyship, like how to be a good ally, how to really support organizations.
Yeah, so us dudes can be involved too.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what took us to this day of action. And so having all these hubs around Seattle and on the east side, Crossroads, Sammamish, having places where people could come and engage.
Excellent. So what are some of the favorite or most interesting events that are happening? What's happening this weekend?
There's many events, but one of the ones I wanted to highlight is Casa Latina, which is a local nonprofit that supports immigrants. And we're having intersectional feminism there. We're having an entrepreneurship panel with women opening their own businesses. We're having a self-defense class. We are having a Men Allyship there too. There's some organizations that are very engaged, like Powerful Voices, that is doing a self-care day for all of the girls that are organizing with them. So many around the city.
There's hubs all over the city.
All over the city.
Crossroads, Sammamish, Finney Ridge, Seattle Center. Well, Seattle Center is actually the Children's Theater is doing some free work with children, which is so great. And then there is also the Capitol Hill, the Riveter, and then Casa Latina. Am I missing
We're
one?
having City Hall too.
City Hall, we're
Yeah.
engaging with women in City Hall. There's so many events.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. One of them is at Amplifier, which is in Pioneer Square, where Indigenous women are doing storytelling about their lives and resistance. I mean, if I could get to all of them, I would. If I could, like,
Yeah,
here, there's so many.
and I know people are sitting at home going, you know, what can I do? And for information on everything going on this weekend, and clearly there is a lot, check that link on your screen right there, Seattle Women, WOMXN, Marching Forward. .org. Wonderful movement. Congratulations to you both.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.